Ollie, what's your overall reflections on today's game?
Congratulations to MK Dons, to be honest. The boys have been right up for it. We've been looking forward to coming here and playing. As you can see from the start, scored after 15 seconds, and then we sort of over-celebrated and nearly let one in, and then all of a sudden we couldn't get to where they were. Wimbledon man-marked them last week. Maybe I needed to do that. I've got to watch the game again and watch. We need to be able to get to people quicker, together, and win it back a lot quicker than we did today. And that gave them confidence. They kept going, and maybe they had a bit of a spring in their step after the bit of a beating they took last week. Who knows? But well done to them. I felt we kept going, but we didn't know how to win the ball back. I've never played against that shape, and it was very well done by them. And I got to re-look at it and work on it to make sure that if and when we play that shape again, I know exactly where we're going, right? Because my lads didn't know who was pressing when they were pressing what, do you know what I mean? Because they moved it so quickly. And we were in front, and we almost rode it. If I could have got in at half-time, I would have said just go man for man, right? But because they equalised, I didn't feel I could do that, right? And I actually had the wrong people in the wrong, you know, I had Aaron playing out wide, and it was not right. So, but you don't know until you start. You believe in all sorts of things, but I will say, fantastic learning curve. I felt we kept going. I felt the people who came on added to us, and it's all about us being ready for the next challenge and dealing with some clarity after we've done it, failed, and now we got to redo it whenever we play that shape again. And I'm sure I'll know how to look at it and show them. Because at the minute, that was very different. 3, box 3. Well done to them. And they've had a bit longer than me to practice that. But we kept going. I don't want to feel down. It's just part of life, learning, and we got to learn. I felt there was some things that I'm concerned about as a manager. I've asked the referee to look at it. I've asked in a polite way. I need educating as to what is a foul, because I thought I saw 3 things that my lads were not given, and I need to understand why. And I'm sure I will, because I watch it Saturday, day in, day out, week in, week out, and it looks like they're refereeing in a slightly different style than the higher levels. So, and they're being asked to do very different things. So I've got to learn, and I've got to calm down. I actually thought someone else, and I was showing the 4th fish. Apparently I'm not allowed to do that anymore. Looks like I'm dissenting things, but it is what it is. We're bitterly disappointed. We wanted the bubble not to burst, but it isn't. We'll keep going. I was delighted with some of the play that we got. I thought the goal we got was excellent. But we're still getting people trying to catch up fitness-wise. And that's a difficult situation when you're in the middle of the start of a season. So overall, I'll take that on the chin. We'll have a right good look, and then we'll come out firing next week.
Overall, how important is that reaction going to be as we look to build on the positives from today?
That's what you do. You take the positives, you look at it. Some of our football going forward, I thought was excellent. But what we've got to do is get it off of them a bit easier, or sit in and block them and make sure we're comfortable doing that. But I'm not sure they knew what to do, because we scored and we over-celebrated. Do you know what I mean? They almost scored within a second. It's just, I can understand it, but, you know, without the ball and with the ball is 2 different stories, and we got an awful lot. I've been working on the ball, and I think you can see that. But we got to make sure we know where we're going without the ball, against different shapes. And that's about it, really. Well done to them, I will say. Well done to Scott. Loved the way they played. I felt we could have given them slightly a better game if we'd have got in at half-time being only one up, you know, rather than it being level. But a bit disappointed, to be honest, because I thought we were a little bit closer than that. Maybe when I watch it again, maybe we weren't. But, you know, it's all about us believing that we can change some things and move up the table.
Focusing back on us, how frustrating is it from today that we weren't able to build on that lightning start we made?
it's about who's winning at the end of the game, not if you've scored really early. But, you know, we lost a bit of composure, almost over-celebrating. It was exciting, you know, but we had 90-odd minutes to go, you know. Do you know what I mean? What you don't do is come away from home and then, you know. But you got to give them credit, you know. You really have. That's all I can say, really. And what you do, you dust yourself down, you get up, and you go back at it, and you learn from what you've done today. You take the positives out of it, you look at the negatives, and you do something about them, which is what we're going to do.
Looking at the camp, what's the mood in the dressing room like? How are you going to get the guys up ready for the next game?
They'll do that themselves, Harry. This is all learning. You do it, you review it, and you redo it. So I'm sure they've already lost this season, and they've got that feeling again, but let's get on with the next one and learn from it. That's all you do. And I'm sure they'll understand what I'm saying, and it's my job to come in and give them a different picture of that went wrong, we didn't do that, that's what we need to do if and when we play that. But what's more important is the next game. Absolutely. We focus on the next game, and I'll make sure that what I'm asking them to do with and without the ball is definitely going to hurt them. Because without the ball today, we didn't get it back well enough, we didn't cause them enough problems, and when we didn't get pressure on it, they went behind us and we shouldn't have let them in. That's why we felt wobbly, right? If there's no pressure on the ball, you must make sure that you deal with that long ball. Our shape made them see that and play it. That's why I switched it, right? And really, I didn't have the right people out there because Aaron was asked to do a right wing-back role. But I believed that we could go and hurt them like we did with the goal, and we could have won it back easier. But there you go. So I'm not wrong. I've just learned. I'll look at it again, and I'll come in with a slightly different plan to show them the next time we play them, this is what we do.
Just to finish off, I talk about the away support, over 1,000 joining us in MK. A word to them today.
Yeah, magnificent, you know, but they'll be going home unhappy because we lost, so that ain't what I wanted. Sometimes you're not ready, and I didn't feel we were all ready to actually go out there and after what I've seen, take them on, knowing what their shape is and where to go and what to do. But, you know, the lads will learn. They'll get there and I'll show them, you know. So, can't fault the effort, but some of the placement of where we were, some of what we did, some of them were trying too hard, chasing shadows, and they were passing it round. So, you know, fair play to them. They talk about pockets, they talk about this, they talk about that. He's had longer to do that. Well done to him. But I totally saw some fight. I totally saw this, totally saw that. And it's another one that we've got to learn from. Can't wait to get in. Honestly, can't wait. Thanks to the fans for coming. Don't be too down. People will get fit, people will understand, and we'll get better and better at what we do, because some of it cut them apart. And I think we should have at least got one other goal from a set piece situation that we should have been given. And that's all I can say about it. It should have been a penalty, and I think at least one. But maybe I'm wrong, and I'm not criticising anyone. I just need to learn.